Hello, my name is Nayoka Lynn, and happy Wednesday. So last night, sitting in my chair, my mind went back to a meeting that I had gone to, actually a couple of meetings that I had gone to with somebody that I was involved with. One was an NA meeting, and the other was an AA meeting, which he had issues with both. So he asked me, did I want to go? And I said, okay, I'll go, trying to support him. Well, he told me, he told me before we got there, he goes, now, don't say anything. Don't cause a ruckus. Don't make a problem. Just sit there. I said, okay, I can't promise. Listen, I'll do my best. Now I know that because of this video, I might get a little feedback or whatever. That's okay. I'm a veteran. I'm okay. I'm good with whatever anybody wants to throw at me. But I would just like for y'all to hear me out because I want to make a few points about this. Now, the first meeting we went to was an NA meeting, and there was so much smoke in the air. Lots of coffee, lots of cigarette smoking. It was almost hard to breathe. And I used to smoke. It was bad in there. But we all got in a circle. And this man started speaking about different things. And then all of a sudden, they go around the circle and they get up and they say, hello, my name is so-and-so. I am an addict. Right away, my stomach went, and he kind of nudged me like, don't say anything. And I'm like, I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word. So I listened to everybody get up, state their name, and state that they were an addict. And then they went on to describe all the horrific things that they did. Each one, same thing. And I'm thinking, oh my God, the energy in the room was just so heavy. It was so heavy. And I'm thinking, okay, Nikki, just shut up. Just shut up and observe. You just be quiet. Well, I listened to so much of it, I almost couldn't take it. And then the man who started the meeting says, does anybody else have anything to share? Look, he asked, did he not ask? He said, does anybody else have anything they would like to share? Well, I put my hand up. He goes, hello. He says, you new to the group? I said, I'm just a guest. And I said, but I'm having a little issue with what I'm hearing. And I heard the guy that I was with said, oh God. So I said, look, I understand what it is here that you're all trying to do. You know, you're all trying to get over this addiction thing. But if you stand up and the first thing out of your mouth is, I am an addict. There's that step one, admit you're powerless. And he says, well, we are powerless over alcohol. No, the hell you are not. No, you are not. But as long as you keep standing up, saying, I am an addict, guess what? You're an addict. Yes, as a man thinketh, so is he, for all my Bible readers. The power of life and death is in your tongue. What are you professing over yourself? What are you speaking over yourself? You are not powerless over anything. Nothing. Your thoughts and your beliefs about who you are is everything. So if you get up and admit, I am powerless over drugs. I am powerless over alcohol. I am powerless. I am an addict or I am an alcoholic. Then look, that means you walk the rest of your life with that monkey on your back, gnawing at your neck. That's what it is. You are not powerless over anything. You have addictions, you have an alcohol problem or a drug problem. Listen, there are many addictions. There's sex addictions, porn. There's shopping addictions. I know somebody who would just shop and shop and shop and shop and just keep storing the stuff away. Um, there's people who are addicted to being sick. There's people addicted to food. Listen, I used food as a self-soother for a long time. I surely did. Everything else was wrong in my life, wrong. And the only thing that was pleasing to me was food. And I was a good cook. So I was kind of like my own worst enemy at the time. But look, seriously, now, I'm not saying, now I've gone through all the steps and I've looked at them and I thought, okay, I can see where they're going. But look, do you know whose idea it was in the very first place with all this AANA stuff? It was Carl Jung, okay? He made mention, and I don't think he ever really went publicly with it, but he made mention that people with addictions are out of alignment. They are out of alignment with who they truly are. Alignment of what? Of who they truly are. Because you are a piece of God having a human experience. You've experienced something in your life that you couldn't handle. You couldn't handle the weight of it, so you turn to self-soothe. Does that make you a horrible, horrific person and that you have to be this person for the rest of your life? No. Now, some might argue, well, that's why we go to these meetings, so that we won't be this person. But you admit powerlessness over drugs. You admit powerlessness over alcohol. Listen, I don't care what kind of addiction you have. Oh, and by the way, when you do not really know who you are or what it is you're self-soothing from, you're going to just trade one addiction for another. I never saw so much coffee and cigarettes in all my life. I'm telling you, I used to smoke back then. It was hard to breathe. My God. And I liked coffee, but oh my God. And so listen, when you do not address, and I've read the parts in the steps where it says you have to, go within and look and see, the things that you've done in the past and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. But look, you're out of alignment. That's why you're self-soothing, because you are a beautiful, powerful soul. And when you've lost your way a little bit, you're looking for something to self-soothe because you know that it is your birthright. You know that you are supposed to feel good. So you're not feeling good. Standing up in front of a bunch of people and say how powerless you are and that you are this addict or you are this alcoholic, that makes you feel good. And then you all get up and you start talking about all the horrific things you did and how much pain you caused. That's an old story. Now, if you want to drag those old stories into your present, that's your choice. If you want to stand up and claim that you are this thing that you originally are not, okay? And you don't have to carry that to your casket or your grave or your urn, wherever you're going, okay? You don't have to carry that with you all your life. You have to get in alignment, just like Carl Jung initially advised. How do you get in alignment? You have to know who you are. You are a beautiful soul. You came here, a piece of God, to have a human experience. Yes. You chose a path, a theme that you were going to explore. Yeah. Now, hey, maybe your path was to experience what it is like to be an addict or an alcoholic. Okay, maybe that was your path. Does that mean that your path can't change? Well, I don't know. I don't know what you've got set in place. But here's what I'm trying to say. Until you get in alignment, you just trade one addiction for the other. Yeah. Until the lesson is learned, you repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. You are a powerful soul. You don't have to stand there and say, I am defeated. I am powerless. You are not powerless. You maneuver your life. You create your reality around you with your mouth, your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions behind them. Yes, you chose a path to explore. There are things set in place, but there are variables. You can conquer it if you choose to. Everything is a choice, and everything begins with a thought. Those thoughts that you think about constantly, I am an addict, I am an alcoholic, look at all the horrific things I've done. Those thoughts that you think of continually become beliefs. So if you believe that you are an alcoholic or an addict, if you believe it, and you believe you're powerless, and that you have to carry this disease, listen, I'm going to tell you why they call it a disease. It's not a disease. It's not something you're carrying in you like a disease. It's not that. It's a dis-ease in who you really are. Yes, because you know that you are a powerful soul. You are supposed to experience joy. Yes. And when you're not, and you can't come to some kind of solution to your issue, you self-soothe. May I suggest that you get up every day and you tell yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, and you tell yourself, you are a powerful, loving soul. You are not powerless. You know, another one of the things I had a little issue with, I think I just would tweak all this. Surrendering everything, just telling your higher power to fix it, basically. Just fix it. Fix this. It's all in your hands. Just fix it. Look, where's your accountability? And I don't mean accountability where you have to just beat yourself up. You have to take accountability for yourself. How do you do that? You acknowledge, yes, something is out of alignment. Now I have to explore what belief am I believing about myself? Because it's all about yourself. Everything around you is about yourself. Everything mirrors you. So what is it that I believe about myself? Maybe it stemmed from your childhood, the way you were treated by your folks, or in school, whatever. It came from somewhere, this belief that you've not had victory over, and you don't know how, is causing you to self-soothe some kind of way. Yeah. So take accountability. I'm going to tell you, Yeshua, some folks call him Jesus, Yeshua, he didn't come to start a religion. He wasn't even a Christian, all right? He was a Jew. And when he came and he turned over those tables, it wasn't for what a lot of folks think it was. They were selling animals for blood sacrifice. This is not what he wanted. This was not being godly. No. He didn't come here to start a religion. He didn't come here to get people to worship him. He said, look, I am the way. Do it like I am. Do what I am teaching you. That's why he laid down some basic instructions. Don't do this, don't do that. Okay? And love God. Love your neighbor as you do yourself. It was really, really, really very basic what he taught. Okay? And what did he say? He says, if you can't do these things, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. It was simple. He didn't come here to say, hey, look, I'm just going to come here and get everybody mad at me and they want to crucify me and I'm just going to die for all your sins. Well, listen, why did they mention that house built on a rock? Are you the house built on the rock? Or are you the house built on sand? I can promise you, if you're standing up every day and admitting that you're powerless over anything, and that you are, I am. Do you know how powerful that is? I am an alcoholic. I am a drug addict. Do you know how powerful that is? And then you talk about all the horrible things, bringing up all that old story, activating those old vibrations of who you are. I don't know about anybody else in that meeting, but when I left there, I had such a heavy energy of oppression on me. I was disgusted, honestly. I was disgusted. And he said, I told you to hush. Well, he opened the door. He said, does anybody have anything to say? And I did. Anyway, you are not powerless. Are you the house built on the rock? Or are you the house built on sand? When the storms come, do you crumble? Or do you stand? Do you stand firm because you have a good foundation, because you're in alignment with who you are? And you can get in alignment with who you are. You got to know who you are. You are a powerful soul, a piece of God having a human experience. You're never going to get it completely right. Everybody makes choices that they decide, well, I shouldn't have made that choice. Okay, don't beat yourself up over it. Look at it. Okay, now I know I don't want to do it that way. But don't sit there and condemn and label yourself. Get up. Ask for help. Yes, you can ask your higher power, source. You can ask your spirit team, and yes, you have one. What am I not clear on this? Can you show me? Can you give me a memory? Can you give me a dream? Can you give me a word? Where did I come up with this belief? Because listen, if you truly want to be free, there's a part there in that Bible for my Bible readers that says he'll make your enemies your footstool. And I'm going to tell you right now, your enemies are not any other human being. God is no respecter of persons. No. Your enemies are all the beliefs that you have that are sitting on kingdoms and thrones in here. Those beliefs that do not serve you, that keep you out of alignment so that you can say bullshit like this. Oh my gosh. You are not powerless over anything. Yes, if you have an alcohol issue or a drug issue, yeah, your life isn't what it could be. Don't beat yourself up. Brush yourself off and say, yep, I have an issue with this. But I am not powerless. I have a piece of God in me. I am God having a human experience as whoever you are, as Nyoka Lin. Okay? You are powerful. Speak your words positively over you. I am powerful. I am abundant. I am loved. Because listen, you're all very loved. We are all loved. We are. Then, well, I can't tell, so-and-so's. You are loved. You have a spirit team. You have benevolent energies all around you all the time. Just waiting for you to ask for help. Just waiting for you to discover you are not powerless. You can raise up from anything. You can if you choose to. That's what I want to say about that. Take accountability for your life. Many years I prayed and prayed and prayed, not wanting to change my situation because it just seemed like too much work. Okay, God, fix it. Just fix it, God. Just fix it. And I couldn't understand why God just wouldn't fix it. Because really, I was not a bad person. I wasn't. I thought I was doing everything correctly. And that's not to bash anybody that's doing that. I'm just saying you have to take accountability. You have to be that house that stands on the rock. When the storms come, you're still standing. You're still standing. Then you become that lighthouse. Yeah. The lighthouse that shines light, not condemnation and despair. The lighthouse that shares light, knowledge, wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge based on experience. Yeah. Who would you rather go with? Would you rather go with somebody in the jungle who's walked that path before, or do you want to go blindly with someone who's just going to wing it? You can be the lighthouse for other folks, and let them know they don't have to claim and accept powerlessness, because you are not powerless. Look at yourself in the mirror, and you look yourself straight in the eyes and say, you are not powerless. You are powerful. You are a powerful, energetic, electric being, a piece of God having a human experience. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Then tell yourself, I am powerful. I am abundant. I am loved. I am creative. I am divinely loved. I am lovable. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's what I want to say about this. If you have an addiction of anything, it doesn't have to be just drugs and alcohol. Take a look at it. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up, but be honest with yourself. Address it. Listen, you can put that mask on. I know folks that still drink, and they still go to the meetings, and they still stand up and say, my name is so-and-so, I am a so-and-so, and I have been clean now. Really? And some have. Some have. But it's been my observation that if you've not addressed the issues that caused you to self-soothe, you're just going to pick up something else. Just something else to self-soothe with, or many other things to self-soothe with. So get still. Examine your beliefs about things. Are they fear-based or are they love-based? Are they in alignment with who you truly are? Who am I truly? You are a powerful soul. Yes, you are not powerless. Stop confessing that you are powerless. Stop claiming to be something that you are not, because that right there puts you out of alignment. Out of alignment. Okay, that's it. Well, I hope everybody's enjoying their day. I am. Now I've got to go do laundry. So I pray you enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Nayoka Lynn. Namaste.